Hey, so this is a video where I build an army. Lars wrote to me quite a while back. Sorry, Lars, the to-do list has been crazy. About a tournament he was going to, a beginners tournament here in Denmark, and he was bringing a 500 points British army. And I'm sorry I didn't get to you in time for that tournament, but I am now. So this is how I would build a 500 point army based on a Gentleman's War box and the British 8th Army starter set. So let's just go and see what those boxes are, shall we? So here we go. So we have the Gentleman's War, we have a Humber, and we have a box of infantry with light mortars, anti-tank rifles, and then just box standard infantry dudes, right? That's a Gentleman's War, and you also get the German part, but we're not going to use that for this. And then we have the, here we go, the 8th Army starter set, which I suspect has the same sprues. We've got an MMG, we've got a medium mortar, we've got anti-tank rifles. I think these can be built. Yep, we've got light mortars as well. We've got a 25 pounder, we've got a couple of Bren carriers. Right. Let's go and see what we can build with that. So the first thing we will need is, of course, a rifle platoon, and I think we're going to maybe stick to a rifle platoon for this. We will need a commander. For 500 points, I think we're going to go inexperienced because it's just way cheaper and he's not going to survive anyway. So I'm buying that, and we're going to get ourselves some infantry. Now, the infantry in these two boxes are box standard infantry, like regulars. So I'm going to buy them regulars, I think. I'm going to get myself one regular, and I will get an LMG for this unit. So this will be 5 men regulars, backline holders. I will get one extra dude, so it's a 6-man unit, just to give it a little bit of extra. That's one, and I'm going to get myself one more of these. The LMG will give this unit a much needed range advantage, and because of the new rules for how you shoot, that extra shot is actually going to be really, really good at range here. So that's what we need. Should we get a support platoon for this? I think I think we should. So the second platoon that I would suggest here is a heavy weapons platoon. We get a platoon commander, again inexperienced, and at this point we've spent almost 200 points. Then we get the machine gun team, because you had one of those. Now I like to run them inexperienced, and this is a little bit of a cheeky one, I know, but you get 6 shots. You're very likely to get 2 hits, because -1, that's 5s, right? So you're pretty likely to get 2 hits. Do you want to pay 15 points to be pretty likely to get that 1 extra hit? I don't. So I run them inexperienced. So that's what I would do. That's the medium machine gun team. Then we're also getting a medium mortar, and we're getting this regular with a spotter. Nah, are we? You know what? I think for 500 points, I think I don't want this. I think I would have actually rather go with just light mortars. Light inexperienced mortars all the way. Sorry, I'm messing around with Easy Army here. And I'm buying a couple of these. Or a lot. You know what? Because they're really good. They can still zero in. So I'm buying 3 or 4 of these. Let's start with 3. Right. So this is a good base of support. These mortars are there to, if the enemy has artillery or something, you sit there and you zero in on them. I think we need one infantry section here that's a little bit better, and I think we need them to be veterans. And as veterans, we're going to buy extra submachine guns here. Up to 2 men can take, so we're going to buy 3 submachine guns for this group. And we need a couple of extra men. Right now we have 5. Ideally, I would want there to be 7, so we'll buy 2 extra. And let's see how much we've spent. Almost 400 points. Almost 400. Right. I don't see any reason to take the transports. Should we go and get ourselves a 3rd platoon? We can. At this point, we can't afford to use the armored platoon, but we could still do an artillery. So I think we should. We'll take another platoon commander, inexperienced, and then take the 25-pounder howitzer. So we'll take it regular, light howitzer, 25-pounder. Take the AT shell so you can shoot it like a light AT gun for 5 points. And add the gun shield. Right. We still have a few points left over, 31 points. What to get for that? I don't want to buy an AT gun here, but we do need a little bit more of AT punch. So a couple of anti-tank rifle teams here. Now these are very, very inexpensive. I'll take one regular. That leaves us just 6 points. Oh, not enough. What can we get for 6 points? I have no idea. Well, we're gonna have to buy ourselves, I think. We're gonna have to buy ourselves some SMGs, although I don't really want this. The NCO can have an SMG. Right. So this would be my buy your army. This is a Gunline army. A Gunline version of the Desert Brits, 500 points, 12 order dice. Good order dice count. Love it. We've got the inexperienced officer. We've got infantry sections, 2 backline holders with light machine guns. We've got 1 push unit here with veterans with submachine guns so they can push up and kill something at close range. We get a platoon commander for a heavy weapons platoon with a machine gun. This is going to sit somewhere beyond ambush. That's it. Isn't going to do much. It's just going to sit down and lock a lane of fire. And then the mortar teams here are of course all there to just zero in on enemy fixed positional units, howitzers, other mortars, stuff like that. An anti-tank rifle team is there to pin down enemy potential tanks, because we haven't got that much anti-tank in this list at all, basically. And then a heavy weapon artillery platoon here with a platoon commander and a howitzer with an AT shell. Again, there to be able to shoot at those tanks if they crop up. This is my suggestion for how I would build a 500 points competitive army from those 2 boxes. So Lars, thank you so much for sending in the suggestion, and I'm sorry I only got to you now, but my list of people to answer to is a mile long. See you all. Cheers.